Hello everyone, this is Robin Short with the Worley Training Department, and we've got a training video today for decks, deck tools, and staircases on the decks. So this is again a tool that we oftentimes don't discover until we've worked through trying to make a deck. So let's go look at a deck and the deck tool with that. Created on a sketch palette. I've got a room, got a patio door. We want to put a deck out here. So what we would simply do is go to our deck tool here, click it, and it's going to come in looking like a room, and it functions like a room. It's a 10 by 10. We're going to put this in, and it'll connect, and it'll often just auto size once it connects to the wall. And then we can just kind of measure it out, whatever you thought your measurements are on that, and it just works basically like that. Now with this you can look at the properties, and you can do a couple of different things with that. We come down here at the deck, construction, framed, and then it'll give you all the framing options that you need. Deck beams, deck joists, deck planking, and of course if you click on these things it'll give you all types of options that you can go through and just select the one you want. Of course, facing boards, ledger bolts, planking angles, space, it's basically all there. And of course if you wanted to look at your framing, always come down here to the view button and select framing, and then that gives you your look on the framing. When you hit that in a 3D mode, you can see it this way, and if you wanted to, if you think the deck, if the decking wraps around, you just move it like a room, and it'll just slide in there wherever you want it to be. So it comes up really nice for you there. You can put you can put railings on it if you want. You can say yes to that, framed railings, and take a 3D look, and you got it right there. So again, the decking tool is really an easy feature to use. Now let's make it a little bit more interesting, and let's put a staircase on this. I'm going to take the railing off. The staircase function works much better without the function of the railing. And let's make it a little bit more interesting. Let's make it a curved. So we're going to use our vertex tool, and we'll just come down here. Let's drop that in about right there. Let's angle this wall out, and let's call this, I don't know, 3 feet, yeah, something like in there I think would be nice. Yeah, 2.7, a little small. I like it right there. And now I'm just moving that up, and now let's use our staircase. When we go to the staircase, we have options. Almost always use the custom. We can use these other staircase, but they're preset. They're a little cumbersome to work with. So I'm going to select the custom. Now that's going to drop it on the cursor. Now remember, this is the first step, and you can see the crosshairs are on the side that the step will go up. So I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to use my tab key. I can tab that staircase any angle that I want. Remember, the crosshairs is on the side that it's going to go up. I'll bring that in about like this, drop it with a left click, bring it in, and that should put it right there. Yeah. All right. Now, I wanted to show you too on the staircase, or excuse me, on the deck. When you drop that deck in, it'll come in right at the center of that wall, so the deck doesn't come out to the edge. It centers that up right there. Okay, now looking at the staircase, if we put it in 3D, you're going to see that, it's got this big old long wall. It's got a wall right there. So we need to take that up, and the stair goes off into space. So we're going to change all of that. What I'd like to do is select the walls. I'm going to get Control and select both walls. I'm going to come up here to the properties on the stair walls, and we're going to say that instead of full type, we're going to say missing end to end. So again, going back to 3D. Now when we put a missing wall on, they'll automatically put rails on it for us. Okay. Now we've got a wall to deal with here, and they're still going up in space. So let's go back to our plane view. We're just going to highlight this. Left click, and I'm just going to right click and delete. So I've just deleted that wall out. Now I've got no wall. I've got a stair going up into outer space. Now we'll go to the stairs again, the properties. Now we're going to deal with dimensions. If that's collapsed on you, just uncollapse it. Relation to the level. Now this is above. Now these stairs, we want to go below the level. Now what does this do for us? Go back to 3D. All right, and we'll select below level, and we'll select the floor height, which will say let's try 3. Okay. That brought it down pretty good, almost too far, I think. Yep, I'm a little low on that, right? So it don't look too bad, but it's got a gap right there. So let's modify that a little bit. Instead of going 3, let's go 2. Let's go 2.6. Try that and see where we're at with that. That brought it up. It's not too bad. Kind of right there on, pretty close. You could play with that a little bit more, obviously, and get that right on cue. So that's the stair. Then you could go back to the decking properties, and you can hit the railing, and you can say yes, framed. Now notice what it does here for us. It doesn't frame around the opening of the stairs. So now you got your railing, you got your deck, you got your stairs leading to your deck. And of course, if you're measuring, you would measure your staircase going up to your deck. You'd know the rise and I'm just demonstrating how to do that. I've got 3 risers on this. You may have 2 or 1 or even half a dozen. But that's our staircase right there with our deck, with our stairs. And voila, you're rolling good there. So I hope that that this has been a help to you. I hope that as you're thinking about staircases, it's the same principle. You're just putting them on a deck now instead of in the house, and it's always a relationship between the level up above it or below it. And the deck tool is just like using a room. So I hope that the deck tool and the staircase really helps you out today. Have a great day. Thanks for your hard work. Thanks for working for Whirly. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.